And time to go. So, what my XP? Just see what this guy is. Oh yeah, just a slum home. Yeah. There's lots of social difficulties and problems in this game. Scene. So time to go with the train. And the same guy is still around. Yeah, there's the guy. Yeah, he got upset. Yeah, Barrett just went ape again. Yeah, train's going again. So, trying to do some fancy stunt work. Yeah, there's that guy around here. Oops. I've never actually done a test to check that is there. What happens if you don't stay? Well, I'm not gonna try it now either. Alright. Yeah, more action on this day. It's quite volatile state. Oh. Yeah, it's quite action state. Something. So more jumps. And everybody just left, so time to go and do more terrorist actions. Well, is there anything interesting here? Just looks similar to dreary tunnel as any other. But it's still not looking dreary, it looks very good. Oh yeah. But there's a path. Well, let's look inside. Well, gotta go. And this is very sneaky music. But the general style of this game is still very beautiful, even though the landscapes are dreary and unpleasant. But now it is possible. This screen can show that how big they were able to make the landscapes, to show that you are in a vast spaces. So yeah. Status ailment, Tifa is asleep. Which usually isn't. Status ailments ain't so dangerous in this game. Mostly. Well, oh, now Tifa, and looking at that, Tifa is physical attacker. He hits and kicks. Hey, that rhymes. 2 kicks. Right cross and a right low roundhouse kick. They are efficient. Here's his problem. And now she's capable of doing. It's just as almost as dangerous as the guy waving around a 20 kilo sword. But yeah, well, there's the way out. But let's go check this route first. Big, high buildings and structures. Quite high, and these kind of dreary structures are quite much beginning of this game, which in a sense is not a bad thing at all. Oh yeah, unpleasant is this place is. They had an act, but Shinra had a bit of a mistake in that system when they made it so that a random battle again. Oh, these tin men. Yep, that went down. That went down. And that thing missed. I'm quite certain that would have done quite a lot of damage. Yeah, they went down with a couple of rounds. But this point I'm gonna start cutting away these random battles. Although they did add a feature to shut them down with a couple of button presses, which is convenient if you just wanna speed through the game. And look at that. Similar reactor than the one we attacked previously at the beginning, but this is slight different coloration but general same architecture. And thus few pests went down. Time to continue. And go to similar structures, similar heavy industrial music, not heavy genre, but heavy feeling industrial music. And that was it. Again, just some pests. And there's a save spot, but no need to use that either. And more bomb setting with migraine. Flashback. Alright, that was a small flashback. And there will be an explanation of what that exact situation was. And damn, these random fights break my thoughts. Well, this room has very beautiful blue coloration. Although I think they probably just made this room landscape just by taking the previous macro reactor stages and altering the coloration a bit to make it different, but which is reasonable, knowing that hey, they are similar structures in a series, so there's no reason for them to be dramatically different. Actually, there's more likely to be reasonable to assume they would be very similar, and this is a completely identical structure. Look from the same building. And more enemies, and they were dead using brute beating up and speeding up function, which is in a sense very convenient in that kind of scenes. Makes gameplay a bit more smooth. Not much, but it makes it a bit smoother, and it's definitely not recommended against bosses or any other those which demand you actually to think what you're about to do. Well, got the ether, and this is a bit of a timing puzzle. 2, 3, oh damn. Go. 4. Like that. Just count to 1, 2, 3, and it goes. And this habit, I guess it's in a sense space memory to damn it, and did the save and managed to beat the foe, so nothing particularly bizarre. Getting forward, and yeah. Yeah, and those look more like train conductors, but that's an old-fashioned ambush, and no reason to assume that Shinra would be that stupid. That's a real bad guy. He's wearing a two labeled suit. He's old-looking capitalist bastard. Well, yeah. Well, yeah. That's the boss, but why didn't Barrett just shoot him right then and there? Oh. A robot soldier. And a helicopter. And so that should tell me how big structures these reactors are. Yep. A boss fight. This is not gonna be skipped, and it's actually really easy, but then again these beginning bosses are easy. Yeah, it turns around slowly and bumps. And not being generally smart. And it can do quite a lot of damage, but then again, big damaging attack means they're also quite big damaging counter attack responses in form of limit breaks. Oh yeah, some damage. More. Yeah, and it counter attacks always when it's hit. But that's not too scary. Also because it's already most likely halfway. Oh, it died already. That should tell me how powerful these limit breaks are. They are strong. And Titan Bangle, which is a piece of armor. No, there wasn't even need to weather it down. Explosion. And I got stuck. Well, that's true. A dramatic scene. Oh, very dramatic scene. Oh fuck. Explosion. That's a big fall. About 50 meters, which ain't small fall. But of course that cannot be the end of Cloud, for he's the protagonist of the game. This ain't the game where protagonists are killed right at the beginning. Oh, survival. And that's the church and the flower girl. And he's alive. Sector 5 slums. Oh yeah, roof slowed him down, and the flower bed was also a big mattress. Well, he broke it. But he still got up. That's the benefit of being a super soldier. Well, so let's just ask. The flower sales girl has a good memory. I remember. You can be a mean bastard, but just be friendly. For she is the flower sales girl. So yeah, materia is stuff which you can use magic with it. Well, yeah, she likes to talk. In a sense, the writing in this game is very it works well, as in subverting and changing the stories, and that is actually, her name should be Aerith, not Eris. It's meant to be an anagram for something which will be about her legacy, but I like the word Aerith just as well. It's in a sense nice name. Some suit guy is coming up. Oh, so who is this rude looking suit dude? Well, nothing yet. Alright, she's got trouble with the suit dudes. Well, knowing that Cloud agreed to it, she is a real looker. Even though she wears that baggy dress and clunky boots. Name is Reno, and he follows the fashion style of Japanese Yakuza, and also in a sense being a part of Men in Black organization. Interesting dichotomy or contradictions. Oh damn. In a sense humorous, yet not. Going up. There, and they are chasing. Trying to get up. Yup, nice jump. But she's scared. That's ancient. Oh, and gunfire, which did work. No, she's not dead. But she's in a bit of a trouble. Hold on a minute. Hold down. And here's also some random encounter enemies. Yeah, Meteor is completely polluted mess, which means there are also all kind of people have to cope not only with pollution and poverty and all that. They also have to deal with all kinds of ugly critters which lurk within the mess. So trying to get going, and it must be this one. Just yeah, let's push it. It missed. Oh bugger. Oh, that's a bit of difficult to judge those barrels. But that Ares ain't particularly strong fighter, but the enemies aren't so strong either. So it's gonna be. It's very slow. 3 attacks, as in Cloud would have taken it down with 1. But it is of no matter. Oh, she's going. And now let's try I can. Should be this barrel. Yeah, push it. Yes, it hit him. Yeah, she has to go. I'll just be a bit waiting. But she's not even running. She's walking. And there's one more grunt coming up. And here's the barrel. Oh. Well, a couple of Shinra soldiers got themselves beaten up by the barrels, but then again, they are, in a sense, guns for hire, security guards, police. They have a bad job, and yeah, high place, and more foes. No, both in a team. So just they're just well, knowing that they're some sort of stick made out of, most likely made out of light metal alloy like aluminium, against a huge 20 kilo lump of metal with a sharp edge. It's not impossible to say that why that 20 kilo piece of metal would damage more. And they are still quite not realistic buildings, because this church looks ridiculously small in comparison to interior. The Turks. Oh yeah, that's a real good way to get candidates, even if you try to kidnap potentials. But although, and now getting over the trash heaps. So now Cloud has met a flower girl of the slums wearing a baggy dress, but having great looks, baggy dress, bulky shoes, or bulky boots, and being generally very competent and not stupid. Yeah, that's also in a sense a bit shifting, for Ares in a sense should be a healing character, and from that kind of person you would accept gentle and compassionate personality, not in a sense aggressive and active and bold. And that's how the Ares' personality is, very active and bold. Yeah, just a little shift. So yeah, and unlike many other video game characters, Ares has a home and family. Although many characters in Final Fantasy do, but in this game it's quite noticeable that the characters are not just separate things, they are real ones. That damn thief! And like even if enemy steals stuff, you can beat the enemy first and then get it back right away back. So oh yeah, a couple of grim guys, and yeah, this is some waste. And let's go. And this is a no. Oh yeah, this is. Oh, they have corrected some of their translation weirdnesses. For in the original translation it was something like this guy are sick. But yeah, he's sick. Yeah, another doctor. They do need them in slums, but they probably would have overworked. Number 2. Tattooed people, especially when they start to be deformed and misshapen, will be important elements of the plot. Yeah, he's got stuff. I got all this necessary stuff too. Kind of. Yeah, they still sell stuff in here. Well, let's just buy one antidote, even though status effects in this game are quite weak, and they also go out. So Mayor Domino. Well, I guess that guy is lying to himself, saying when he doesn't lie to himself. that is actually has some meaning. No reason to steal 5 gil, that would be just mean and petty, knowing that that there's a chance to fight. Dog, and it barks. Yeah, there's trailers and all that kind of trash in here. Actually, you're in the middle of Midgard, and it's a complete mess. I'm buying those bangles, or I think I bought one extra, but it doesn't matter. Yeah, that guy feels like shit. So let's go here. And this beautiful landscape. There's even stuff growing in here, so it's time to get the ether and a cover materia. It's not so necessary, but it's time to actually end this episode right here in Aeris's house. That's where she lives, she and her mother. And so it's always in these kind of games nice to notice characters who actually do have families, and good families. So time to go see how Aeris lives next time. See ya.